From the time you were young, you have been bombarded with a collective broadcast about how the world is. This broadcast comes through your televisions, your news feeds, your social media streams, a relentless narrative telling you what to fear, whom to distrust, and what limitations surround you. It is important to recognize that the world shown to you through these screens is only one projection of reality. It is a version of Earth, often curated by those in power or by the collective unconscious, and it is by no means the only Earth available to experience. When you accept the televised narrative as the overriding truth, it can feel like a spell has been cast, one that binds your creative power and keeps you vibrating in concert with a reality you did not consciously choose. Now, in this time of awakening, more of you are breaking that spell. How? By simply withdrawing the intense focus and belief that once fueled it. The matrix of collective narrative collapses when you stop subscribing to it. Think of those fear-based storylines and divisive dramas as a radio station that has been playing in the background all your life. You have the right and the ability to reach out and turn the dial. As you do, the old station fades into static. It loses its reality-defining power over you. In the space that quiets down, you suddenly become aware of your own broadcast, the signal of your soul that has been there all along, gently inviting you to tune in. When you stop uncritically consuming the consensus projection, you reclaim the authority to narrate your own story. Rather than echoing the frequencies being beamed at you, you begin to broadcast your own frequency, one of peace, love, abundance, or whatever you choose to radiate. This is not about ignorance or denial of issues. It is about creative dominion. It is about saying, yes, I see that timeline of fear exists, but I choose to feed a different timeline with my energy. I choose a reality of hope, solution, and unity. As you hold and broadcast that vibration consistently, something almost magical happens. Your universe rearranges itself in response to your signal. People who resonate with your empowered frequency start entering your life. Opportunities aligned with your positive expectations emerge seemingly from nowhere. Even the events and news that cross your path shift to match what you are ready to see. You may notice that when you are feeling centered and optimistic, even if you glance at the old world news, it somehow feels less real or relevant. This is a sign that you are dwelling in a parallel reality where those heavy narratives have less hold. You have effectively changed the channel of your life, and the more of you who do this, the more the collective field shifts toward a higher expression. Breaking the broadcast spell also means becoming an intentional storyteller. Speak of the world in terms of its potential rather than its problems. Share visions with others of what could be, instead of recycling complaints about what is. This does not mean ignoring challenges. It means framing them as surmountable and temporary, while amplifying the solutions and goodness that are arising. As you and others begin to do this, you create a positive feedback loop. Your higher frequency broadcast attracts confirming evidence from the world around you, which in turn reinforces your belief in the beautiful world you are seeding. The old fear-based station loses listeners, and eventually it runs out of energy altogether. Remember, dear ones, attention is the currency of reality. Where you place your attention is where you place your creative power. By placing that power back in your own heart's broadcast, you become the architects of a new narrative for Earth. The collective spell of limitation and fear dissolves, replaced by the shared dream of freedom and love. Whenever you feel overwhelmed by what the world looks like on the screen, take a step back and ask, what world do I choose to energize instead? Then devote yourself to that vision. In doing so, You are not just daydreaming, you are performing advanced reality alchemy. You are claiming your sovereign role as a creator, and nothing broadcast outside of you can ever take that away again.